What up, everybody? It's your boy Agent, and we're back once again. The Steelers game has wrapped up. Yes, the Steelers game has wrapped up. And unlike most Steelers fans, I'm sure we're all feeling the same right now. I'm going to take a little time to vent about this game, but this game, and I'm sure it did not go as the way we predicted, as the way we thought. Most Steelers fans and most people across the country thought the Steelers suffer a humiliating loss on the road to the Houston Texans with the starting rookie quarterback and backup lineman in the game. Yes, was not a good game whatsoever. All I can say is give C.J. Stroud his flowers. 151 pass attempts to start his career without a pick. That's amazing. Houston improves to 2-2. I mean, Steelers fall 2-2, but that doesn't matter. They go on the road and get dominated by a Houston team who has the most snaps by rookie players in the NFL right now. That says a lot how good this guy is. D'Amico Ryans in his first season has done a great job this far. Got to give them credit, but just very disappointed with this team. And let me just say real quick before I get into going through the game real quick, and I'll give you my takeaways from this and what this means going forward. But like I said, C.J. Stroud is a rookie quarterback. The Steelers did not do anything to make him uncomfortable. Their whole game plan was to get the ball out and quick, and I mean quick. The Steelers decided not to do anything, decided not to press. C.J. Stroud was throwing quick slants, screens, and we weren't stopping it whatsoever. The defense made no adjustments, so I just want to say that there. So, let's get it started. Opening drive, Texans get the ball. They drive all the way down to the red zone. C.J. Stroud almost scores, but he's short. 2 back-to-back penalties by Shaq Mason, the guard. Steelers next play, C.J. Stroud throws it to the left side of the field to Reverend Jordan, who doesn't catch it. They call an egregious PI on Mika Fitzpatrick. It was a terrible call. Led to a Nico Collins touchdown in that game. And then, so I'll say they got a free janky 7 right there. I'm not gonna complain about that. But that was 7. It should have been at least 3 instead of 7. But with that being said, they go up 7-0. And we continue to fumble the bag in this first half with the ball. Houston gets over 20 plays in the territory in the first half. The Steelers get 0 yards in Houston's territory. Offense did not play well. Punt, just the same old methodical, drive you down the field. Nothing looked good, nothing. Kenny in that first half finished 9 for 14, 35 yards, an interception. It was a terrible interception as he threw it in double coverage, and Steven Nelson, a former Steeler, caught it, picked it off. When late in that first half, the Steelers were driving. George Pickens catches it on the left-hand side. Excuse me, guys. George Pickens catches it on the left-hand side. A penalty, a Pat Fryer move, OPI, which is never called. Both the guys were tangled with each other. I don't know what happened. Then Steelers punt. Next play, C.J. Stroud throws about a 15-yard pass to Nico Collins. He takes it and breaks it for 43 yards, then catches a screen pass, another 15. There you go, tackle on the field goal. 16-0. Okay. All right, Mike Tomlin's not happy right now what's going on with this game. Two offensive specialists in this game. The Steelers go down and get field goals instead of touchdowns. Okay, we're making progress. So I said, okay, defense is playing better. So, that being said, we go down. We're on 4th and 1. What do? We go shotgun, which I don't mind going for, but I don't like the shotgun call. Go for the 4th and 1 shotgun, a back pass with Kenny. He gets sacked by Jonathan Grenard, who had a phenomenal game, the Texas defensive end. Kenny immediately grabs onto his knee, and he's hurt. Now, he limps off. He's walking. We don't know the status of his game, the status of his knee, how bad it is. Hopefully, it's not an ACL. But with that being said, Pat Freiermuth also got hurt his hamstring game, did return. Dan Moore Jr. got hurt, knee, I believe, did not return. Broderick Jones, I think, played okay. I'm not mad about that because we all want to see what we got from Broderick Jones. So it's a couple injuries, but I'm not going to complain. Houston's playing with majority of starters. I know Laramie Tunsil, no Josh Jones, like I talked about on the picks before. I'm gonna put a graphic up here. How many offensive linemen are hurt on IR or whatever? Houston, no excuses. C.J. Stroud is still making these guys look good. Nico Collins looked like Tyreek Hill out there, that he was balling. 7 catches, 168, 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins torching our defense. At that point, after Kenny got hurt, the defense just deflated. People were missing tackles. Mika missed a lot of tackles today. A lot of guys weren't in space. Houston ran the ball well this game. They ran for 138 yards on 38 carries. Damian Pierce had 61 yards in the first half. I think they just were deflated defensively. It felt like they gave up. And then after that Kenny injury, Mitchell Trubisky came in, didn't look well, almost threw a pick. Back-to-back drives. Houston had halfback pass in the red zone and threw it to Dalton Schultz, touchdown. Didn't come back again. Throw a 52-yard bomb on Patrick Peterson's side to Nico Collins, which I said had a great game, by the way. Levi Wallace. Let's talk about it. Once again, getting cooked. Nico, he got cooked on that first touchdown, a couple slant routes. He's just not been good. And I never ever talk about Mike T, but Joey Porter Jr. has to play more. He has to. And the couple snaps that I seen him play today, he played well. He threw the ball to his side, got off the field. I know that's only sample size, but get him out there and get him some experience. Let's go. What are we waiting for? Levi Wallace continues to get cooked and torched every game and put in the blender, man. And we keep talking about this every single game. At what point do we play him? I know he had 2 picks last week, but that doesn't do enough for him not being on assignments. And this, like I said earlier, this defense did not adjust. They did not adjust. And the one thing I want to see, Minkah didn't have his best game. But let's be real. Put Minkah where he plays his best football at, and that is in the middle of the field. This team decided not to put him in the middle of the field, keep bringing him down and moving him around. He's good at that, but he's great at playing the middle of the field. I guarantee you, Nico Collins wouldn't have got a touchdown had that not happened. So it's just a lot of things, a lot of issues right now that are coming up. Mike Tomlin even said this after the game. I got it right before I was going to record this video because I got to vent, you guys. You know how I'm feeling about this, and I know all Steeler Nation can feel where I'm coming from. Mike Tomlin said about the run, they ran the ball with consistency on us. We've got to be better versus the run. We won't get what we desire defensively until we shut down the run. They stayed on schedule. We have to be better. Point blank period. Couldn't have said it any better. That was via Chris Carter. Carter critiques on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. One of the guys to look to, big Steeler guy. But with that being said, they fall to 2-2. Got to play the Ravens next week. The Ravens are 3-1 after a big win on the road against a Deshaun Watson-less Cleveland Browns. A lot of things to be cleaned up, man. Matt Canada turning the typical Matt Canada performance again. He had a good game plan last week against the Raiders, but as far right back in the hot seat, he's got to go after this season. And we need to start asking questions about Kenny Pickett. Can he be the guy? I know the offensive line hasn't played great, but with that being said, there's questions that need to be answered. Now, I don't know what the status of his injury is. If it's anything serious, the season is looking dim right now. But if he's out, the season's definitely done, and we need to start thinking about getting a franchise guy if you don't really see what's in him. And I was skeptical when that first getting drafted. He didn't have his best game, but it looks the same, and it looks the same every week. Matt Canada has to go first and foremost. That would be the first thing that happens before they think about moving on Kenny. But there's a lot of questions. I leave this game with more questions than I came into. But the one positive thing I will point out real quick is Najee Harris. Great game. 14 carries, 71 yards, 5.1 yards a carry. Why they didn't give him the ball on that 4th and 1, I don't know. He was phenomenal in that second half of the game. We stopped giving him the ball. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. So all the Steeler fans, get off his back because he's been a great player. And I know there was talks earlier in the week about a Jonathan Taylor trade. No, we don't need Jonathan Taylor. Najee Harris is fine, man. Jalen Warren had a solid game. He had a fumble late in that game, and the game was over. I ain't gonna lie. After I turned the game off after Nico Collins scored a touchdown and Jalen Warren fumbled the football. This was just another massacre, another terrible performance. Like I said, we got blown out by a team that's rebuilding. Went on the road and laid a straight egg. Mike Tomlin was laying onto the guys on the sideline, but it just wasn't enough. And one more stat I'm gonna give you guys: offense. Our offense had 225 yards of total offense. Combined defense to our defense gave 451 yards. So that means C.J. Stroud torched these guys. 16 for 13, 306, 2 touchdowns. Didn't take a sack. Didn't take a turnover. Phenomenal by a rookie quarterback. Bad once again. Bad performance. Bad performance by this team. There's a lot that needs to be addressed and a lot that needs to be fixed. Only 4 games in the season, but we gave a game away which should have been won. So I know Cleveland lost, but Baltimore's probably in prime shape to win this division. And I don't care what Steelers fans say to me. We're not good enough right now. We're not good enough. We're not good enough in the trenches. And like I said, the defense quit, and they didn't make no plays today. And when they didn't make no plays, everybody else just nothing happened. So tough loss, 30-6. Got to take it on the chin. At home against Baltimore, a rolling Baltimore team. excuse me, next week at home. See if they can be better. I don't know. It's not looking good right now, but I'm not happy with this team performance, and I'm willing to call them out. And that's all I got to say. Hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.